Hello friends, look at this beautiful fall day. It is crisp. There are more leaves on the ground now than probably in the trees because we've had several days of freezing weather. I want to do a little cooking with you. I want to do a little fall shopping with you at my favorite local store called Revive Home Market and just get us all in the fall mood. I have some cookies that I've been telling the boys that I would make. The garden is frozen now, so we harvested everything that we could. I'm gonna make that into a soup tonight. Let's get going. Gotta go run some errands. So I figured we'd stop at Revive. Okay friends, my first stop was the post office, and I am just being blown away by your generosity and kindness. All these packages are for the babies, and I just can hardly believe how kind you are all being. Like, I know you guys were amazing and kind, but like, to get this many packages at one time is crazy. I will have the boys unload them when we get home. As I was driving over to Revive, I saw that they have a little farmer's market with my favorite carrots of all time, so I'm gonna grab some of those before we go to Revive. Okay. Okay, we're gonna buckle in our carrots. Probably weigh as much as a small child. I'm so glad I saw them here. They're at Mike's Meats because she said tomorrow's their last day being here in Eagle River. And I had just totally forgotten that they sell the Pam's carrots outside for a few weeks in the fall. They have lots of other beautiful things too, but we still have stuff from our own garden. So we're gonna use that for dinner tonight. And now I got our Pam's carrots, yay. I made it to Revive. This is local vendors, very talented people. Then they curate it in this store. So it's just like an experience when you walk in. Every time it looks different. So that's why I like to come here as the seasons change, so that I can just like get in the mood of that season. Even though I don't decorate a lot in my own home, it's still fun to just come and see. This is also the place that I come for gifts and giveaways. And when the weather's nicer, they also have food trucks, which is really fun. Today is a mini Chimmy's truck, Garcia's Cantina and Cafe. They sell mini chimichangas and corn fritters. Looks yummy. I'm not very hungry right now, but it does look yummy. Get their cute setup out here with the umbrellas and the food truck. Okay friends, it is time to get shopping. I love that at the front of the store is always kind of holiday specific or seasonal specific, so you get that fall feeling from the moment you walk in the door. And then some of the things around the store don't change, but up here in the front they always rearrange it. So we've got lots of pumpkins, fall, harvest, all things that make you want to just, you know, have a fire and cuddle up and eat something really, really warm and tasty. I love these paintings of pumpkins, all these cute little gnomes. So many beautiful things to look at. This is a Christian-run store, so you will see lots of references to scriptures, and everything just is so welcoming. The smell is good because of all the soaps and candles. I love all these antique books. I'm a sucker for antique books for decorating, but also just browsing. And how cute are these little knitted pumpkin hats? Adorable. These are my favorite Lada Soaps, and she has standard ones for Alaska, but this is a pumpkin pie latte one, so cute. And again, these beautiful pumpkin paintings are painted from my friend Andrea, by my friend Andrea. I always love these mugs. There's so many different ones that are just unique, and I love giving them as gifts. Especially these Alaska themed ones, like this fireweed mug, and then they've got this really cool airplane one. I actually bought this for Mark for Father's Day last year because he loves flying in his little airplane here in Alaska. There's a lot of Alaskan themed things in this store too, which is part of the reason why I absolutely love it. Like these hand painted cards, aren't they just gorgeous? This quote, "I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers," is an Anne of Green Gables quote, which I am a huge fan of Anne of Green Gables. Let this be a season of thankfulness. So we're getting into Thanksgiving decor. And then these are my favorite earrings, Akimbo collection. She does sell them online. So if you see me wearing them and think, oh, those earrings are cute, you can go on her website and order some of your very own. These are some of my favorite things to include in giveaways. They're just all so unique. I love how she mixes different types of metals and stones. Really, I just love them all and have to stop myself from buying a new pair every time I'm in Revive. Then we have an apple orchard little section. Love apple picking this time of year. It's a cute little wooden apple. And then we have the fungus section, or the, toadstools. I love these mushrooms, the paintings, the little knickknacks, the cards, everything is so cute. This store also has lots of antiques tucked in. I love this display of brass tea kettles and pitchers, along with these different teas from the Kodiak Tea Company. They also have online orders. These are locally made teas with some locally harvested ingredients. I've tried them several occasions and they are wonderful teas. I was very tempted to snatch up this little woodland animal foot guide for my boys. I think that is so cute and that they love tracking animals. And then this Alaska salmon section. Fishing is important to our family, and so I always like looking at these cute things that are all about fishing in Alaska. If you have a fisherman in your life, this is a section to buy them a little goodie too. We are also a flying family, so I love this airplane sign and then this beautiful wooden sign. It's a little bit hard to see because of the way the light was coming in, but it's just this really beautiful sunset. And of course, we've got to say hi to this cool local moose. Well, works every time, gets me in the spirit of the next season ahead, although just being outside right now gets you in the fall spirit. It even just smelled good in there. I wish I could share that smell with you between the candles and the soaps that they have for the season. It just smelled like fall in there. Beautiful new stuff. Lots of talented people. I always love going and browsing. Hope you enjoy it too. I just like to take you shopping with me, then I don't feel like I'm shopping alone. So let's get home. We got some food to make. Some fall food. Time to show you what I got at Revive Home Market. This is going in 2 giveaway boxes. I do gift box giveaways very often on the channel, but they are all done through our email list. I send out an email every single Monday, and then I will put any giveaways on there because there are scammers on YouTube that will tell people they win down in the comments. I don't want anybody to get confused by that, so I've always done my giveaways over on the email list. The link is down in the description below. You just fill out your information and then I will send you an email every Monday. And so that is where these boxes, the winners were picked from there. We had over 1,000 people enter to win these gift boxes. One is fall, one is a Halloween gift box, and yeah, that was done over on the email list. So these ones are already going away, but I do them often. I send out little Alaskan gift boxes. So if you want to be part of that in the future, make sure you go sign up, but I'll show you what I ended up buying. These are some homemade pillows in cute little pumpkin shapes. So I'm going to put one of those in each of the boxes. So these are going along with our geometry towels that I love so much. So these are the fall geometry towels going into a box. That's kind of what started this giveaway, but I just wanted to fill the box with a few more goodies, not just the towels. So a cute little pillow. And then for each box, I got one of these fun soaps. This one is called Pumpkin Spice Latte. I love the little like whipped cream on the top. These are my favorite locally made soaps. They're called Lada Soap, ladasoap.com. They do ship. So I'll stick one of those in there with the pillow. And then also a locally made bath bomb. This is in the scent cranberry. It's a soothing bath bomb and it smells fantastic, like really, really good. And this is from a company called The Soothing Puffin, a local company here in Alaska. So that is one gift box. The other one is going to have these fun Halloween towels, Halloween dishcloths, and not paper towels. Those are going in with another pumpkin and soap and a bath bomb. How fun. I love putting together these gift boxes. It's one of my favorite things that I've done since the beginning of the channel. I love putting cute little boxes together, and I always try and put things in them that if the person that receives it wouldn't really like it, they can then give it as a nice gift to somebody else. That's always my goal. So the winners of these were Jennifer in Wisconsin, said she wanted a Halloween one, and so she won that one. And then Faye in Texas won the fall box. So those are going out. Make sure you get on the email list if you want. Love these handmade things from Revive. It's just my favorite place to go find unique things and support local vendors here in Alaska. So I hope you enjoyed shopping with me and seeing the little gift boxes I put together. My roll of bubble wrap is suddenly moving. Guessing there's little paws coming under the door there. Luna is trying to figure out what this is. Like, why did you lock me out, Mom? I didn't know you wanted to come in. Oh, look at her little paws coming under the door. Okay, made it back home. It is time to prep some dinner. We are going to make a moose barley stew. Got some pearled barley here. I'm gonna start cooking that first. We've got some moose bone broth that we made last year with our moose bones. We did not get a moose this year, which is the first time in many, many years. So we have a little bit of moose left, probably enough to last us another 2 months. Mark does want to still try and get some deer. Moose season is pretty much closing where we can go, but he can probably get a couple of deer to put in the freezer. But we're not panicking. We can always buy meat. We're just used to harvesting our own meat. We do have lots of fish in the freezer from all summer, but we're gonna use some ground moose meat. And then we've got this big bowl full of stuff that we harvested out of the garden. We've got the last of our celery that needs to be cleaned here. Got a lot of cabbages. We're not using all the cabbages, but we are gonna put a lot of cabbage in there. We've got carrots that I'm gonna use up since I just bought local carrots. I do have a few carrots from the garden. We're gonna make a good soup. And then we're gonna make some pumpkin oatmeal cookies. I do have a tried and true pumpkin recipe, but I kinda wanna try this new one. Pumpkin oatmeal cookies with cinnamon sugar icing. This is from the Soccer Mom blog. They looked yummy. I like an oatmeal cookie. Luna's talking. She thinks it sounds yummy too. My only problem with most pumpkin recipes is they don't use enough pumpkin and then you get this huge thing. So this uses 1/3 cup. So I don't know, do we like triple the recipe or do we make a pumpkin pie? Except for the pumpkin pie takes the entire thing, but that's for 2 pies. So maybe we'll half the pumpkin pie recipe and then just use some to make some cookies. Double the cookie recipe, half the pumpkin pie recipe. I have some leftover pie shells in the fridge, so I'll get that out too. We're gonna have a little fall extravaganza. To start off this recipe, I decided to pre-cook the barley just so that it would be good and done by the time the soup was ready. This is kind of how I like to do it so that I'm not waiting around for the barley to get nice and soft. So we're starting with the barley, and then it's time to chop up all the veggies. I've decided to double this soup recipe and have it kind of as a freezer meal, or we could freeze dry it. We're doubling it. One other thing that I'm doing is I'm cooking the moose meat separately and then just adding it at the end. I don't like the moose meat to get super overcooked in the soup because it can start to taste gamey. So I'm cooking it separately and then I'll just add it right at the end. I've got our moose bone broth here. I am gonna be adding in some beef bouillon because 1, this isn't enough, and 2, it doesn't have a ton of beef flavor, but it's got a lot of good nutrients in it from the broth. So put about 8 cups of water. I am following a recipe here, but I added a lot more vegetables, plus I'm using bone broth, just kind of making it our own, but I will link the starter recipe in the description below. At this point, I am adding the beef bouillon flavor into it. This is called Better Than Bouillon. You don't get it in the little cubes, you keep it in the refrigerator. I just want a good beef flavor to this soup. All these veggies. Oh, I just love fall, getting things out of the garden, making these soups. It makes the house smell good, and it just warms us all up from the inside out. Really love soup season. Next, I added in some dried parsley. I would have loved fresh parsley, but I didn't have any on hand. And then I realized I forgot to add garlic, so better late than never to just add that good garlic flavor. And then we have some diced tomatoes. Mark is stepping in and helping me by adding these. He just got home from work, and we're gonna finish dinner off together. I love it when we get to spend time together in the kitchen. I'm also adding a brown gravy mix. This was in the recipe. This is probably not something that I would have thought of, but it will help thicken it a little bit and just give it more flavor. So here I am adding in the barley to finish off the soup. It's nice and tender. And all the kids are starting to come into the kitchen. They're ready to help set the table, do some chores, and get ready for dinner. And then we have to add our Worcestershire sauce from Worcestershire, England. One of our wonderful viewers sent us this, and it has such good flavor. Much better than any that I've ever found here in America. And we have a beautiful soup. I'm just gonna let it simmer for a while, and then we can have our dinner. Huh? I've got one more little fall treat to add to dinner. When I was getting the bone broth, I realized we had some homemade apple juice left. So we're gonna have that with our dinner. I stuck it in the refrigerator and we'll add this to dinner.
There may be more of a tray, but it's hot. You just leave these.
Taking time to eat dinner together is very important to our family. And although these meals aren't always easy to put together and it's not easy to get everybody to sit still, we really enjoy the memories we make, the conversations we have, that we can pray together and eat together, and that makes all the hard work worth it. And last but not least, we have pumpkin oatmeal cookies. This recipe has been sitting on my desk for a while, and I'm glad to finally be making it because I love trying new things with pumpkin. It's only going to use a little bit of the pumpkin, so I plan on making a pumpkin pie with the rest of it. The recipe will be linked down below. The recipe came together so nicely. It was a very easy recipe to follow. Didn't have a lot of extra steps, and the dough was really nice to work with. So I love it when a good recipe is good, but it's also easy. And this one was a winner. This recipe called for a very simple glaze made with powdered sugar, water, vanilla, and some cinnamon. I decided to give it a try. You just dunk each cookie in and then it kind of hardens on the top. I wasn't sure the cookies needed this, but it did add a nice little kick to the cookies and I highly recommend it.
You didn't run up stone wall.
Okay, we had one pot for dinner. We're gonna set this out on the porch for a little while to cool off, and then we are going to put it into the containers, put in the freezer as a freezer meal. These cookies are cooling. These ones have the glaze on them. I left some without the glaze. They are very tasty. What do you think of the cookies?
10 out of 10.
What'd you say, Westy?
10 out of 10 out of 10. Actually, 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10?
5 out of 10.
They could be sweeter. I don't think so. They've got...
Too much sugar.
I think you're talking about that pumpkin you ate without the sugar. Better have another taste. Here.
I thought they were a nice alternative from the normal cakey pumpkin cookie. This has like the meatier oatmeal.
Lots of oatmeal.
Instead of that just like fluff muffin top type cake.
I think they're good. Well, friends, that was a fun day of fall festivities and a fall meal. Oh, my body is telling me to rest for the rest of the evening. I have this book here that I'm going to read. It's called True to You by Becky Wade. This actually came from one of our viewers, but it does not have an address on it. So if you sent this and want to send me an email so I can send you a thank you card, it just says L and says I bought you this book after feeling nudged to do it for probably a year. It's one of her top 5 books of all time. And really, I need a book right now just to be able to relax. So Elle, whoever you are, thank you for sending me this book. I'm excited to sit down and read it. I also got a package from Missouri, Kathy in Missouri. This is a beautiful card. It says, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. This is a congratulations on the pregnancy. So all these packages came before we announced that we were having girls. So this was just a congratulations on the pregnancy. And we got a fun Missouri magnet for our magnet board. So I'm excited to put that on there. So thank you so much, Kathy, for thinking of us. Then we got a card from Cheryl congratulating us on the pregnancy. And then a beautiful card from Deborah. Look at this cat lounging on the couch. She said this reminded her of Luna, which is pretty much, that's like Luna in a nutshell, if she was allowed to have a pink couch. Another beautiful card from Joy in Florida. Praise the Lord for his goodness and his wonderful works. So thank you. And then this fun package came from a viewer before we announced we were having girls or before we announced that we were having a baby shower. So it kind of got put in a different spot. Lisa in Louisiana sent us some Saints pacifiers, which is so fun. We are not a football family, but these are fun because I know you guys like to represent where you're from and see that here in our home. So some fun little pacifiers. And then the last one that arrived is a beautiful card from some of our friends in Australia. My heart is full. Thank you for all the congratulations in the comments. These beautiful cards, I'm going to hang them up so that I can look at them. We are so grateful for each and every one of you that spends time with us. Happy autumn. And for those of you on the other side of the world, happy spring. I hope you have a nice warm spring. We are so grateful for you guys. We love you, and we'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life. I am going to put my feet up for the rest of the evening. I'm done for the day. Wore myself out with that big meal. Okay, maybe I'll go put this on the board and then I'll be done. This board has gotten overtaken by sonogram pictures, but that makes me happy too. So I was being serious. I just brushed my teeth, taken off all my jewelry. I'm in my jammies. It is 7 o'clock on a Friday night. It's time to put my feet up, give my ankle a break, and read my book. See you guys later. Ooh, these babies have me worn out. Friends, it's the next morning. I never got back out of bed. It was so nice, and I feel very well rested. I did miss this fun card from Samantha and Jake in Kentucky. She has her own little sample king and sent us this fun magnet. So we will add that to the magnet board.
Whoa.
Do you want to add it?
Wait, she has her own sample king?
It says the Sam's Club sample king.
We're not even gonna have room, so all the baby pictures.
Okay, Bennett added it to the board. Thank you.